Well, we'll see this Puppey Omni Knight in action and see if Secret does it, or if Liquid will take the much-needed win here in Game 1 and maybe even a win in this series.
See, a lot of people just forego this, but...
You usually get it level 3 or 4. In very specific matchups, making go 2-0-2, but most Void Spirits actually like maxing Dissimulate early or the Resonant Pulse because it's your farming tools. Gives you the Wave Clear, gives you the runes, as Quick actually gets the first blood. Puppey was out pulling. Obviously, back in Dota 1, when the term was coined, it was a bit more of a higher skill thing to do.
Puppey getting pressured by both Viper and Earth Spirit, able to get the Purification off under the midst of the tier 1 tower. Actually pops a Fairy Fire as well.
Oh.
Yep, just barely lives. Extra status resistance for the win. Nisha's here though, gets off a Split Earth, and this is looking to be a very important kill onto the Viper. So Matu thanking his mid laner as his recovery is well underway now. Anytime you instill the Heart of Centaur into an item, Cinder, of course it's going to be beneficial to all. Just remember that. YapzOr getting initiated on in the mid lane. Has no teammates even remotely close, so looks like he will fall. Although Zai is here now. Haunt comes out, able to take out YapzOr pretty easily, but Boxy has very little way of no astral step to speak of. Crush, bash, Boxy. Trying to buy as much time as possible. Another 11 seconds for his ult. Split Earth is there just in time before that TP ended up channeling all the way. But then it got nerfed. But now we're seeing is this more of an EU thing?
I think it's less common in general. I don't know if it has like a region on it. Mickey might like it this game because he has the Coddle to kind of bridge the gap early on. Oh, good team fight coming in from Liquid, perhaps.
Ignis Fatis onto 3. Looks like Nisha is going to take the brunt of the damage. Is taken out before he can even react. YapzOr trying to get off a good steal, but not able to really find a good one. 2 for 0. But Sven coming in the back line. It's going to be helped out with that Crush and Corrosive Haze. Quakefa destroyed, so it's a 2 for 2 as the chase continues. Zai, no bash available quite yet, so it looks like Boxy will be able to get out of dodge.
I think that's a scary choice when you're playing against Slardar not buying Manta. You are going to get destroyed by Corrosive Haze when you don't have a Dispel. Unless somebody in his team buys a reliable Dispel, like a Lotus Orb early, could be a problem. Puppey?
Yeah, Puppey doing his thing.
Die, I think.
I mean, it's taking them forever. They'll get it. In the meantime, oh my god, we missed the Spectre. Ends up dying in the bot lane. Ends up buying back. Haunting in. Yaps are extremely low right now, but they're able to find both Nisha and YapzOr, it looks like. So despite McKay's death, he'll be happy with that one.
That's a great buyback Haunt. Got 800 gold for that, and I want to say almost a full level from solo killing 2 heroes.
Yeah, pretty great. Top lane in the meantime. Yeah, Matu gonna be broken here, but Zai has come to assist. See if he can actually get this bash. It is available into the Crush as well. Not sure if any reinforcements are on their way though. He's doing so much damage just by himself. Quakefa kind of resigned to die here, it looks like. I mean, the Nether Toxin's really good against Slardar because of the bash, but can't really do much with that move speed. Well, it looks like Boxy is going to find Nisha in the triangle area. Split Earth connects, and Boxy is going to regret that immediately.
That was such a good stun.
Any kill around the Roche Pit means Secret will take it thanks to that Corrosive Haze, and of course the damage from Matu. And Nisha, the second best Aegis carrier in the game by my expert analysis, SyndereN.
I still fully agree though with Leshrac being a god tier, excuse me, a god tier Aegis carrier. I think Secret will try to put it to use to get at least 1 tower. The top tier 2 would be great. He's gonna time it again. Very nicely timed again from Nisha bot. Finding Boxy out of that Invis rune. And that deserves an Aegis timer in null chat.
They are smoked back here, so I thought they might position themselves to initiate because Haunt is available, although he's actually out of mana with that last Spectral Dagger. Uses... Alright, regen just a little bit. So we'll be going back to base to get full mana and be ready to Haunt here. Nisha is going to dodge that initiation to start things off, but here's the initiation from Zai on top of Quakefa into the Split Earth. Ignis Fatis is there. That is just going to be the Aegis for now, though. Haunt coming in. Looks like the Void Spirit's going to be the first to fall in this engagement, though. But Nisha completely surrounded and dominated. A 1-for-1, definitely in favor of Team Liquid if they can get out. Matu is here with a beautiful initiation from Zai. Crush onto 2. But Matu just getting rooted, getting kited to a high degree. Can't even cleave with this break. Has to pop that BKB. Zai crushing, attempting to get out. Will not do so. Matu is able to TP out to safety.
Looked like Matu forgot he bought the BKB. He actually...
Yeah, true. Liquid was nearby. They smoked, but they didn't think he would be alone, so they just assumed he had a bunch of backup. But that was a 100% kill for them if they knew. Instead, they're going to go into the enemy jungle. Yapzor, he's the one initiated on. He's going to get Atos up and brought down very, very easily. Puppey was silenced. Splitus is going to connect from Nisha. There's the Haunt with that Radiance coming into tow. Puppey's going to be forced to use that Guardian Angel. But Ignis Fatus is here to hold him in place. And the Blinding Light back into place as well. So 2 for nothing. It's a 3v5, but it looks like Secret wants to continue to fight. BKB still available for Matu. Choosing not to use it. Might have to try and live. And yep, we'll pop it at the last moment, but then might go down here. A little bit of miscommunication there, but Nisha able to get off that Yules to save Matu's life.
And just a great initiation from Liquid. I think this item combination is just so powerful. When you have one Atos, one Orchid, you catch one guy, you silence the other, and you just collapse. Boxy might be in trouble here. He has one more
another
step.
Astral Step. Just makes
Stolen.
Oh boy, yeah.
Probably...
That's a solid steal, no doubt about it. Dissimulate out. They're gonna go up to the high ground here. Looks like Liquid does not want to fight, at least not yet. Boxy. Another Dissimulate in 2 seconds. Astral Step in 5. But if the Split Earth connects, he is donezo. So they do find a kill on the back end of that.
And he has a lot of freedom in fights. If he's pre-Heavenly Graced, then he has the luxury of holding the BKB a little bit. If it's Secret taking the initial jump. Oh, Yapzor. Oh,
yep, they find him. Corrosive Haze. Yeah, maybe his usage of BKB so far, or lack thereof, has been in anticipation of the Heavenly Grace.
Either unwilling or not realizing this is happening. That's a big one.
Oh, Matu with the Aegis.
Surprising to see him take
Nisha.
the Aegis. Yeah.
I figured Cheese would be Sven because you're going to have status resistance upon you thanks to Heavenly Grace.
But maybe the logic is...
time. Oh, Quakefoot trying to TP out. And now he's dead.
I think the logic here is we give Aegis to Sven because we want a Heavenly Grace Lash. Probably.
It only gets better with levels because of the level 20 talent, the extra second of slow, and then the damage at 25. Which, honestly, if I'm being like passing up on the Diabolic Edict feels really bad. Feels like that's really good. But Matu has the double damage. They should know this, but they're going to initiate anyway. Lotus Orb basically dispelling that completely, but he's going to apply all his pressure to Mickey right now. Pops that Blade Mail in the meantime. Omni Knight, Puppey still silenced. GA is available if he can get it off. He does do so, but will likely fall shortly after. Sven able to take out the Earth Spirit. Zai buys back into the game. Did not buy his Blink Dagger, so that actually puts him back quite far. But Zai continuing to focus on Mickey. Nice Manta dodge onto the Split Earth, and Mickey should be able to Spectral Dagger to safety. Oh, actually stuck in the trees. Do they have any idea that he's here? Doesn't look like it.
Very nicely played from Mickey. If he doesn't get spotted now. Oh, Yapzor saw him.
Oh, my goodness. Yapzor again.
That was such a good play from Mickey, though, hiding there. And that's such a big find, too. It's 90 seconds with no buyback. They still have Aegis. Omni Knight spawning in 5 seconds will be able to connect and keep the... Oh.
Ooh. Interesting.
Nice play backpacking the axe there for the stun.
Wow. Zai just 2-shot. Poor Insania. It looks like this Rax will likely fall one way or the other. Nisha, another Diabolic Edict in 7 seconds. Quakefoot just trying to delay as much as he can, but like you said, Spectre dead for 60 seconds. I don't know if Secret probably doesn't know this, though, as the Aegis is consumed. And the Diabolic Edict starting to go to work, but Nisha does have to be a little bit careful. Not nearly as tanky as the rest of his team. It's Blinding Light to the other side. This is a very slow push now without these creeps.
Sven's got God Strength in 10 seconds. They won't be so slow anymore. Oh, engage.
They're actually going to try to defend
Lotus
again, but again, no Spectre buyback to come. So it looks like the Lash getting extremely low. Nisha getting healed thanks to Puppey, but will eventually fall. Matumba will pop that. Oh, Boxy almost gets one shot. Will attempt to get out of dodge, but it's not to be this time around. And Sven, well, with the bash coming out onto Taiga, and he actually uses his Storm Hammer onto the high ground. Quakefoot gets 3-shot. Jesus, 8.
So disgusting.
And here is another Stormhammer 2-shot. And this looks to be the end of game 1. Secret just suddenly winning the game. And a lot of it had to do with YapzOr just feeling that tingling. Toggled off. It was toggled off.
It was. He did everything he could. I think Mickey, the only thing he could have done better there, maybe take one step further to the right or something.
Now Nisha has the BKB on the way, so he's going to be that much more tanky.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Working with this 12k network.
Boxy showed he's in trouble.
Yeah, Matu finds him.
Gets the
and
bash.
Brings him down.
Well, that's what nice thing about the basher. You can bash out a Silver Edge, and then you get a free stun. Also, again, I think it's game specific. Like, you look at the game. Does this feel like a game where it's game changing that you get slows off? I don't think it matters that much. You have so many stuns. Sven with a 7-second cooldown stun. You have a Slardar to stay on top of people. Leshrac himself with Yule and move speed. Rubik. Oh, there's the Haunt.
The Haunt to start things out. Zai is going to completely destroy Taiga with the help of Matu. So that's one out of the gates to start things off. Oh my god, that's two shot! Are you serious? Blade Mail is popped, so Matu has to be a little bit careful inside the Ignis Fatus as well. So has a BKB activated for himself, trying to kite around as much as possible. Nisha still with that 10-second BKB, destroying the Spectre, and it looks like no buyback for him. So Liquid starting to drop like flies despite the buyback, still at the huge disadvantage. Matu continuing to just one-shot people from afar as GG's come out. So game 1 to Secret.
In the
Very
words
satisfying
of,
to see those 2 shots.
Famous Swedish celebrity. How is that balanced? Now that was crazy, man. To me, Slardar is really, in many ways, becoming the offlaner of the patch right now in the state of the game.
I expect him just to use that off cooldown every time as the bounty runes have come up. So the bounty rune he ended up getting earlier, I didn't actually mention it, but it was just left there for like 3 minutes, it feels like, surprisingly enough. Puppy
looking to be first
gonna get
blood.
zipped on by Quickfa, and yeah, not able to get out, so first blood for Quickfa himself. Obviously Storm
4
Spirit.
bounties though.
Oh really?
They have no business getting all 4 bounties in this game. Your support duo is Io Lina, and Io literally just walked over and took 2. That should not happen. Boxy with a solo
and
kill.
Boxy gets the kill. Wow.
Big kill. At the very least, they took the safe lane tower, and now they're heading mid with Timber. Love seeing this. Keep up the pressure. Look to take away space. Not only are you pressuring their tower, but Timbersaw is also inherently defending against Dragon Knight by being here. Zai will die.
Yep.
Pretty
3 members
big
of
commitment
Liquid
as
there.
expected. Yeah, you just look at the value of Timber being here. It's like, it's doing so much for the game that Boxy can sit here relatively safely and push this mid tower. Nisha is not able to put the pressure he wants. He's actually going to get jumped here. Io turn around.
Puppy is here to try to help things out. Look at the damage onto Storm Spirit though. Underlord with the Pit of Malice as well. Boxy feels unkillable at this point in time. LSA connects as well as Puppy might be sacrificing himself, but Tether is online. Insania gets Laguna Blade to the face despite only having 100 HP. The trade will be Puppy, and Boxy continuing his rampage. A nice Centaur Stomp onto YapzOr. Matu has joined the fray, not able to finish this defusal as of yet, but he's relatively close as YapzOr just continuing to get pressured. Double kill for Boxy, a 3-for-1 overall, and the tier 1 tower will fall as well. Probably. But they're going to continue on. Matu has to doppelgang. Not sure if they have enough damage to actually take him out, but the Centaurs are posing a little bit of a threat here as DK form pops again, but Taiga ends up dodging the breathe fire, but the right clicks will suffice. Underlord uses that Dark Rift. Mickey trying to ward off this Dragon Tail, which is soon to follow here. But the Gust, oh, actually the stun comes out first. The Underlord with the Pit of Malice. Mickey is at half HP, getting even lower, getting chased by the illusions as Matu is going to try to dive here. Continue on. Another Spirit Lance to follow, and looks like that will be enough damage to take him out. But it will be a trade for the Dragon Knight. Now Matu left all alone as Puppy has died. Centaur Stomp is there. Koikfa, very little mana to speak of, but this is 3v1. Matu taking advantage of that Phantom Rush, but he is completely outnumbered with no doppelganger.
I really wanted the Drow kill. That was the most insane dive I've seen from Secret in a long time. In the midst of all of that mess, I think it was Zai was able to push out that tower. I was going to steal some of their jungle too, just to spite them. Might actually cost him his life though. TPing out.
Spite?
It's fine.
All right. So he did it again. TP. Oh, actually was enough damage.
He didn't TP to base. He TP to a tower.
You're playing with an IO, right? So you feel like you can't be killed a lot of the times, especially with the relocate technically available this whole time. But Matu, ooh, Koikfa showing off that brand new Orchid, and will get a very value kill onto Matu as a result. He's essentially their initiation tanky boy. Of course, he won't really have any damage as a result of this build whatsoever. Boxy, oh my god, Matu. Matu just getting relentlessly chased. This freaking Ironwood tree is out of control. As it looks like Zai died on the other side of the map, despite being...
DK's damage curve is kind of weird, right? When you hit level 7, your damage is actually pretty damn good, but then you kind of suck for 15 minutes or 20, and then you get really good again later. Oh, Koikva, he's out of mana. Oh, that's...
This will be a huge kill. Laguna Blade is enough to take him out, and in the meantime, Zai was getting pressured in the top lane.
You put your illusions on him and you mana burn him and he can't chain to anything meaningful. He always has something meaningful to chain to. It doesn't matter where the fight is. So yeah, you can start going on him, but he will have all his spells every time. And he will be able to connect on targets. Zai.
Orchid initiation. Yeah, Zai is mega dead. And on top of that, it's not only the function of the Ironwood tree, but... Oh, well, we talked at length about how good Ironwood tree is, but... Underlord got clumsy net, SyndereN. Pretty good too.
Awesome,
I wouldn't say
sure.
it's as broken, but it's quite good.
Oh, they go on Koikva. He has Aegis.
Yeah. Firestorm.
Oh, nice silence from Taiga there.
Surprised no Pit of Malice came out. Maybe they just don't want to expend.
Are they going to try Boxy here? The answer is no.
Dragon form about to end. Koikva jumps in again though, as the LSA does connect from the backside from Yapzor. Has that Yules in tow. Nisha applying all the pressure with the Laguna Blade onto the Earth Spirit. They find Chen, they find Earth Spirit. So Secret starting out this fight very well, as there's the mana drain coming into fruition onto Boxy as we have a puppy pause.
To make the next play, if you get ready in time.
Yep. Dragon Tail, now he's completely out of mana, and like you said, Zai comes in with the help of Puppy, and they finally get the kill on Boxy. Matu gets a triple kill, half of which he was disconnected from the game, so congratulations to him. Looks like Mikke in the meantime trying to finish his Manta style, but still about 700 away from doing so for that ultimate orb.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, yeah, so actually blinks in, Yules into LSA. Laguna Blade is available. We'll expend it. This is a pretty tanky Earth Spirit, but they will find it thanks to the help of that trusty clumsy net. In the meantime, Chen dies on the backside, so this turns into a 5v3 as Dark Rift surprisingly used. Well, really weren't in any danger. Cancels it.
JK lol.
JK lol indeed. Nisha jumps in with that Dragon Tail. Yapzor with the LSA. Do they have enough damage to take him out? It looks like they do. The Pit of Malice used for extra effect, as well as this tier 2 tower will likely take at least a little bit of damage, although there's no creep wave nearby.
And if the Storm counterplays and you find any catch on that, he's dead. He has no defensive item, no Yules, no BKB. So Koikva has to play a little bit cautious about that. Oh, he's going to get caught bot. Oh, they're finding them everywhere.
LSA, Laguna Blade, Pit of Malice, clumsy net, not even needed this time around, as Koikva takes a tumble. A huge kill for Secret.
You have the Dragon Knight starting to reach the stage now where he can buy damage. So the AC is almost complete now on Nisha. We've talked about Overcharge as a late game steroid as well. Problematic to say the least for Liquid. Nice Centaur Stomp there from Insania. Quick on the fingers.
Insania gets a Satyr creep. Not sure how much that's going to help, but looks like he's sacrificing his life. This is a very early Roche spawn as well. So if they end up taking a look there, they'll find it. Nisha now level 3 on the Dragon form.
A very straightforward way of using it. They just need to initiate any fight with Dragon Knight, and PL is free. It's tough. It's really tough being the supports on Liquid right now. There's just so much to watch out for. Lina blink Yules, Dragon Knight blink stun, PL charging you. Any of those three, you're dead. And even Boxy at this point might have... Alright, gonna see the Aegis used, maybe.
Aegis. LSA is gonna connect as the relocate comes in. Pit of Malice placed by Zai. Netting Storm Spirit. He's just stuck doing nothing for such a considerable amount of time, but Puppy is taking the brunt of the damage here. Looks like he will fall. Does have buyback to work with, though, as the BKB is popped by Nisha. Dragon Tail expended onto the Drow Rangers. Should be enough for the kill, but the Gust comes out. creates a lot of space for Mickey, who actually wants to come back in. Nisha uses the cheese. Matu's going to play all his pressure now to Mickey, but Koifa is here to help out as well. It's going to be really close, but they do end up finding the Drow Ranger. It's going to be the trade for the Aegis of the Immortal. Zai still with Dark Rift available. He's the only one even relatively low on his team. So this looks to be another cleanup crew fight for Secret. Double kill for Matu as the chase continues for Insania. Not really worth that much gold, but oh, cheeky TP looks to be successful. Well, remember, in Dota, it doesn't matter how things are pronounced because technically Aegis is Aegis, but IceFrog himself was against that idea. All right, Boxy, Timber Chains in. Using the still equipped Iron
he missed that roll.
Oh man, Earth Spirit. He was so tanky before, but no longer. With all these items coming out from Secret, just gets decimated.
Scotty and Basher on the PL. What are you gonna do? Like, how do you solve this problem right now? Matsu's gonna... Box is just there baiting.
Mana Drain is going to be out of control. Manta's going to take off the Gust from afar, though. Nisha still has a Dragon Form available. Koifa pops the BKB in the midst of the Malice.
If he gets bashed here.
Essence Ring is there. Koifa looks like he'll be healthy. The half HP now. This did cost a dieback, though.
Totally on his own. Nobody could follow through there. Taiga just rolling in with this PL, just running at one core after the next, and just killing them one by one or draining all their mana. This game is looking...
Backdoor protection is there, though, thanks to the Storm Spirit shenanigans. Boxy, though, he's going to be found out. Yapsor with the Yules into LSA. Nisha, Dragon Tail to follow. They don't really have that much damage yet because Matu is not in the vicinity right now. Underlord Zai will live through the engagement, but there is Matu in the enemy base as expected, just forcing them out as all the pressure is being applied to Mickey, and there's absolutely nothing they can do, seemingly. We'll find the kill basically on the doorstep of the fountain. Chen getting bashed up, will be brought down. Mickey forced to buy back. A lot of damage now onto Matu. This is actually a death. No Aegis in tow, so he's going to pay the ultimate price there, and still no racks to follow. So this could be a good comeback mechanic for Liquid if they're able to find more kills off the top of this. Yapsor will be the fourth.
This is so funny to me because it feels like the identical play to the mid-tier 2 Tower Min at 12.
All right, does Storm take Spell Prism?
Probably give the Spell Prism to Storm, yeah, I would imagine.
Okay. Boxy will be very sad about that.
Here's the Roche. All right, Liquid have to fight this. I don't think you can give this Aegis away. Matsu with Abyssal Aegis is going to be too much, but Bloodthorn makes this real quick.
Oh, the zip on in, gets off the Electric Vortex with that Aghanim Scepter. Not able to pull him out of the pit, though. Boxy pops that BKB, just going to stick his fat, juicy BKB itself in the pit, but the Roche is still relatively decent HP, so they're not worried about the steal. And the jump in onto the Earth Spirit, as we've seen so many times before, but the heal coming out from Chen, keeping him alive just a little bit longer. Phantom Lancer is not going to be the focus from Team Liquid. It's a 5v4 in Secret's advantage right now, though, as Storm Spirit going back and forth. Very little mana to speak of now. Electric Vortex not for another 5 seconds. The Gust comes out, and now the retreat for Liquid, but the damage being done to Storm Spirit looks to be irrevocable. And that is 95 seconds on the deck. Timber Saw to follow. No buybacks to speak of, so a free Roche, free racks, whatever the hell Secret wants. Hey, he can ninja gear in the fountain when everyone's dead, and it won't get attacked, right? So again, anything's possible. Yeah, this is going to cost them
looking to clean the game here.
2 racks, if not the game. Nisha has the Refresher Shard, which dropped from the 3rd Roche, so we'll have a second ult to work with. Doesn't have to worry about that downtime, which is every DK's fear. So they get the 2nd racks, and now they're just going for Throne because the tier 2 is still up in the bottom lane. But initiation onto Mickey on the footstep of his fountain again, but he is just destroyed. The Bloodthorn, extra damage coming out, just way too much to handle. Zai doing the old Dark Rift in place, taunt if you want to call it that, as this looks to be a 2-0 for Secret in pretty dominating fashion.
Yeah, it looked really good today. I think this game for me is a lot more impressive than the first one, because in this game they were truly pressured. The Timber Saw was causing them a lot of trouble, but they made some really, really good, I think play calls is like the thing that won Secret the game more than individual plays.